Hey yo, so in today's video, I'm going to be giving you the top 5 best SMGs that you should be using in Warzone right now for some high kill wins. If you guys are new, make sure you guys subscribe. Modern 1 for 2 right around the corner, and I promise you, content's gonna be crazy. Today's like goal is gonna be 225 likes in the first 24 hours of this video being live. If you could do that, that'd be amazing. Anyways, here's loadout number 1. I decided to start off with what I think is the best Cold War SMG, the OTS-9. It's gone through a lot of nerfs, but it's still amazing. So here's what you want to use on it. Grew suppressor for the muzzle. You get the sound suppression. You're off the radar. Enemies have no idea where you are at. We get vertical recoil control, makes the weapon more accurate. We get the bullet velocity and damage range, which makes this thing actually effective at medium to long range gunfights. So you're actually able to use this as a sniper support if you choose to. For the barrel, I had the task force. Again, just more damage range, more bullet velocity. We're just making this thing stronger and better at not just up close gunfights. And then we also get some strafe speed where we can move side to side quicker, making it harder for the enemies to get their shots on us. For the stock, I have the KGB skeletal stock. As you can see by the mobility bar, it's a massive increase. It just makes the weapon a lot quicker and faster. ADS firing move speed, aim walking movement speed. It's just basically strafe speed, which is awesome. For the magazine, you're going to want to go with the last one, which is the VDV 40 round fast mag. It's only a 40 round, so that's why it's also a fast mag. We're just going to be flying through ammo with just a 40 round. And then finally, I have on Serpent Wrap, because one of the key nerfs that the OTS-9 received back in the day was the ADS speed. So it's very, very slow. So to kind of fix that, Serpent Wrap makes it a lot quicker, and there you have it. There is the meta OTS-9 setup you want to be using. Again, I personally believe this is the best Cold War SMG. Let me know in the comments if you think differently. Following up with that, I think the CX-9 is the best Modern Warfare SMG in terms of power and how quickly it kills. I think the Fennec's also up there as well, but something tells me the CX-9 just has something about it where it feels a little bit better. So here's what you want to use on it. Starting off, I throw on the very last barrel. It's basically a 2-in-1. You get the sound suppression in the barrel. You don't need to waste it on a muzzle. So with this, we get the damage range and bullet velocity, just kind of building up the CX-9 to make it viable. We get the recoil control, make this thing more accurate. We land more shots. And we get the sound suppression where we're off the radar. It's amazing. You're saving yourself an attachment, which I really, really like. Now, one of the biggest issues with the CX-9 is the mobility. It is so bad. So what you're gonna wanna throw on is the CXFR, the very last stock. Look at the mobility bar. It skyrockets. You get a lot of movement speed, a lot of ADS speed. This is the only way to make it a little bit quicker. If you're not using this, it's gonna be so slow. Moving on to the magazine, I have on the 50 round drum. At base, I think it's like 25. It's so bad. So if you actually want to take out one enemy, maybe more, the 50 round drum is the way to go. You can take out like 2 enemies. The movement speed, yeah, it knocks it down a little bit. But again, we have that no stock on, which really helped us out. For my rear grip, I decided to go with the very last one, the CX-9 Taka grip. We get the ADS speed back that we lost from the magazine. And we get sprint to fire speed where my weapon comes out quicker after sprinting. And then my final attachment I'd love to use is sleight of hand. The reload speed on the CX-9, don't even get me started. It is so bad. I need to reload quicker, and that's why I threw on sleight of hand. And there you have it. That is the best CX-9 class setup. Now, this would probably be the worst top 5 SMG video of all time if I didn't include the Armaguerra, since we just had the World Series of Warzone, where it literally includes the world's best Warzone players. And most of them were using this Armaguerra. So here's the setup on it. Starting off, we have on recoil booster for the increase in fire rate. The faster it shoots, the faster it's gonna kill. For the barrel, I have the last one on, the body 570 precision. With this, you get highly accurate and controllable, where it eliminates a lot of the recoil that the weapon has. We get headshot damage, so if you hit headshots, it just does a little bit more damage. And we get bullet velocity, so you're able to use this at medium range gunfights. For the optic, I have my personal favorite one, the slate reflector. The stock, I use the skeletal one. You get aim walking movement speed, so you're able to strafe a little bit better. Initial fire and recoil, the first few shots you fire are going to be a little bit more accurate. Overall, it's just to make us feel a little bit quicker. For my underbarrel, I had on the skeletal, already hovering over it. We get ADS speed and movement speed. Again, just feel a lot lighter on my feet. It's our SMG. We want to be nice and quick. This weapon's already very strong. We just need to make it fast. For the magazine, I used a 60 round. I just am able to take out multiple enemies without having to reload. And I've seen a lot of people rocking the 72, but you do lose out on recoil control and accuracy. So just to land more shots, I stay safe with the 60. For the ammunition type, I do hollow point. Since I'm only really using this up close, I'm not going to have to worry about that damage range. But that limb damage really does come in handy. It just makes the Armageddon even stronger. So those up close gunfights, you're going to win them 90% of the time with hollow point. For my rear grip, I have on taped. I get aiming stability and movement speed. So basically, my weapon's going to be more accurate, and I'm feeling light on my feet. I mean, best of both worlds. It's great. And then my 2 perks I have on are sleight of hand, because the reload speed is not fun to deal with. And then perk 2 I have on quick, where I get sprint speed. I'm just a lot faster, lighter on my feet. So this thing has everything you need, man. We got accuracy, we got power, and movement speed. What more could you ask for? That's why this is probably the #1 best SMG right now. Speaking of the #1 SMG, some people feel that the PPSH is the true #1 SMG. Well, here's the setup you need to use if you want to try it out. For the muzzle, just like the Armageddon, we have the recoil booster. The weapon's gonna shoot quicker, it's gonna kill quicker. For the barrel, I have on the second one, I get hip fire accuracy, another increase in fire rate. By the way, we're going to be building the hip fire PPSH because for me personally, I think it's the most effective one. For the optic, honestly, throw on whatever you would like. Some people like to do the slate reflector on the hip fire build just in case they have to ADS. They could be very accurate, so we're going to go with that. For the stock, I rock the removed stock. Again, we're getting more hip fire accuracy and we get movement speed, so mobility and hip fire accuracy. That's what we're looking for. For the underbarrel, I use the very last one, the Smile pistol grip. Sprint to fire speed, more hip fire accuracy, just what we're looking for. The magazine, I do the very first one, which we're hovering over, the 71 Nambu. Recoil control and accuracy, so it makes this thing incredibly accurate. They also did buff this magazine, so that's why I'm also using it. And then the fire rate, again, this thing's just shooting incredibly quick. That's why it just takes people out so fast. Ammunition type, hollow point. If we're going to be hip firing, we're not using this at medium ranges. We're specifically using it up close. So we're not going to lose out on that damage range because we're not looking for range with this. For the rear grip, I use, which one is it? The Pintar, there it is. Recoil control, hip fire accuracy once again. And then my 2 perks I went with are tight grip, where I get accuracy and recoil during sustained fire. And then perk 2 I have on is quick for sprint speed. So we just added a lot of speed, a lot of fire rate, and the hip fire accuracy is through the roof. So this and the Armageddon, again, which one you choosing? And the final weapon I had to include in this is the Blixen. Now, it did get nerfed in Season 5 a few months ago, and I didn't use it because I'm like, okay, it has to be done for. I mean, they even nerfed this thing like 8 to 9 times. It has to be finished. Well, I found a new setup, and I was outgunning some of your favorite SMGs. So it's still in the talks. It's still amazing. So here's the new setup you want to use on it if you still want to rock the Blixen. Starting off, we got recoil booster. I mean, I don't even got to explain it anymore. For the barrel, I have on the Johnson, which I changed from the Bergstrom. So the Bergstrom gave you the bullet velocity and the recoil control. Well, the Johnson gives you damage and damage range. It just makes the Blixen so much better and a lot stronger. So I highly recommend using this one. For the optic, I have on the slate reflector. The stock I have on the second one, where I get ADS and movement speed. So we're just kind of bumping up that mobility. For my underbarrel, I have on the skeletal, more movement speed and ADS speed. I just want to make this thing quicker. For the magazine, I have on the 54 round Gorenko. You get increased torso damage. So if you aim a little bit higher, it's good, deal more damage. I mean, you pair this with the barrel we have on, you can see why this thing is still amazing. We also get the recoil control and accuracy, where it makes this thing a laser beam. Ammunition type, I go with hollow point for the limb damage. I mean, we're just making this thing mad broken. For the rear grip, I throw on taped. I get aiming stability and movement speed. And then my 2 perks I went with are fleet for movement speed once again. And then perk 2, I get sprint speed. So, I mean, it's a movement build alongside it with a powerhouse. So it's super strong and super quick. What more could you ask for? And then my personal favorite perks I love to use is double time. Even though it doesn't make a drastic difference, I still really, really like it. Now, if you don't want to use this, I think quick fix is the better option because you get to regen your health when you're plating. Every kill you get, you regen your health. It helps you stay alive. For perk 2, I think tempered's incredible if you don't want to use 2 primary weapons. And then for perk 3, combat scout is godly on Fortune's Key, Caldera. It's even good on rebirth once in a while, but I love amped, where I'm able to swap weapons quicker. And then I have the throwing knife on to finish down enemies, so I don't gotta waste ammo. And then the stimmy wimmies, where we're really come in handy if you're in a tricky situation, you need a speed boost out of there, regen your health. It's great. But there you have, man. Those are the top 5 SMGs that you want to be using in Warzone right now. Let me know which SMG that I covered today is your favorite one. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload. You guys all stay safe. Have a great day, and I'm out. Peace.